Hi, I'm Lisa Marie Latino, and thank you for joining me on another episode of Hip New Jersey. Today we're coming to you from Medieval Times in Lyndhurst, which has dazzled Garden State entertainment seekers since 1990. We'll learn more about Medieval Times later on in this episode, but first, our Jessica Sharippa traveled to Brookdale Community College, where she celebrated the accomplishments of hometown heroes.
Hi, I'm Jessica Sharippa, and I'm with HIP New Jersey. We're here at Brookdale Community College in Lincroft, New Jersey at the Performing Arts Center for the 10th Anniversary Gala and Award Ceremony for Hometown Heroes. There's so many great performers, Sugar Hill Gang's here, so let's go and check it out.
We wanted to give somebody an opportunity just to have a really good show, have some fun. As far as the honorees, I mean, we've had over 50 honorees over the last 10 years. We started with 51 tonight. So we look for people in the community who exemplify what Hometown Heroes is, what it means to be a hometown hero, and to really give back to your community. So Carol Stillwell, Michael Mills, Jacqueline Fortes, and Rick Brandt were great examples of what it is to be a true hometown hero, and that's what we want to showcase here.
This is what we do, we love giving back, to the community, to the people, who supported our music all these many years, because without them, it wouldn't be no us. That's the reason why we're still able to travel the world and do what we do.
The crowd was wonderful. Sometimes when you get into an intimate audience, it's more fun because you get to go out and get to enjoy the people one-on-one, see everybody, you get to smile. But they just jumped up out of their chairs and they said they were here to have a good time.
Why do you feel so connected to this organization, and why is it so special to you?
Hometown Heroes is an incredible organization. They've been doing so much great work in the community, and it's fantastic to see fellow, volunteers and community members doing these types of things. So I'm just thrilled and honored to be a part of tonight's celebration.
You're being honored tonight, so that's something to really be smiling about, and I see you got one on ear to ear. So tell us about some of the work that you've done exactly.
Well, I have to say, I run the Small Business Development Center, and because I do run that Small Business Development Center here at Brookdale Community College, I've been privileged to work with so many entrepreneurs and small businesses that every time I'm working with them and watching them grow and seeing how they improve the community really makes me feel good.
You never know what to expect in these type of events, but it's just beautiful, the setup and everything like that, but it's just a beautiful aura and the event, the energy and the space, so I'm excited to be a part of it.
This is more than just a celebration of, the 10th anniversary and the awards, but we got some great performers happening.
I mean, I gotta say Sugar Hill Gang, because me being young, you don't get to see that type of music nowadays, so getting to see that art in motion.
How can people get involved if they're seeing this out there and they like what they see and they want to know more about the organizations? Where can they go?
Sure. Our individual program, our school-based program, and our business-based program are all listed on our website, usahometownheroes.org, or give us a call. We'll find a way to work with you. Our school-based program, I'm so excited about. We showcased that tonight a little bit, and these kids are really just exemplifying what it is to be true little hometown heroes, just coming up with these ideas to try and help their community. But we do that with everybody. So any individual that wants to get involved in the community or business that wants to get involved and give back, we provide a platform for them to do that. So instead of going to GoFundMe, call Hometown Heroes and we'll try to find a way to help, and hopefully we can include you on our platform and you could be a hometown hero too.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you heard it here, you know where to go. So get started, pay it forward.
Travel through the mists of time to a forgotten age and experience a tale of devotion, courage, and love at Medieval Times Dinner and Tournament. Imagine the pageantry and excitement that would have been yours as a guest of the Queen 10 centuries ago. That's exactly what you will experience at North America's most popular dinner attraction. Great spirits enhance any meal experience. Blue Barn Kitchen's Beth Nydick joined me in the Hip NJ studio to teach us how to mix up some of her favorite clean cocktails. Today we're discussing cocktails with Beth Nydick. She is co-author of Clean Cocktails and founder of Blue Barn Kitchen. How are you doing, Beth?
I'm great. I'm very excited to make some cocktails with you today. It's
Great.
Going to be a lot of fun.
Before we dive into all of this, tell me about Clean Cocktails.
So Clean Cocktails came out of, I'm a nutritionist, and Clean Cocktails came out of my clients going, okay, I'm eating really well and it's working, but can I have a drink? And you're like, you can have a drink, but you need to have a certain kind of drink. And these are honestly the drinks that, most of them are the drinks that I've been making since college. I was a bartender in college, and these are the drinks that I was giving to my clients And the more and more my clients ask for it, they're like, you should really write a book, or you should do this. And it was always kind of like in the back of my head.
Writing a book, though, that's fun.
Writing it was an experience that really opened me up to the creativity part of what I do and who I am. And it was really life-changing writing a book.
Oh,
which you know.
Yes, no, I know. And people look at you in a different way. And I'm sure it helped your business at Blue Barn.
It definitely did. The credibility that it gives you and the opportunities that I've come to speak with you, and I've gotten to do a lot of TV but my most favorite thing to do is I work with an organization that works with special needs kids, and I get to do this with the moms.
All right, well, let's get down to it.
Well, this is a good drink to keep you warm because it's a bourbon-based drink. I'm a real fan of bourbon now because I had to make all the cocktails and try them, but I really was never a bourbon drinker, but this is something that I really like. And this is really simple. All the drinks in the book are made with herbs and spices, fruits and vegetable juices, so everything that you can find at your ShopRite or your Trader Joe's is available. We really wanted to make it so that they were whole ingredients.
Yep.
It was really the idea behind it. So I'm gonna have you make it. So if we put some ice in here,
Get
a little bit of ice.
How much ice?
like a nice handful of ice.
Good?
Perfect. And then I wanted to highlight the rosemary. So take the rosemary in your hand and
love
smell it.
rosemary.
So do you know that rosemary is good for your sore throat?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, soak it in hot water and gargle with it and drink like rosemary tea. It's really good for that.
That's
for
good
sore
to
throat. Antioxidants, vitamin C, it's got copper, it's got zinc, it's got all those things, but it also
It also smells
really good.
delicious. I like using it in chicken and
Yes.
pasta dishes, but I didn't realize that. That's good to know. The flu is running.
Yes,
wild
so this is really
right now.
helpful. So
Yes.
you're gonna take this between your hands and you're gonna rub it, and what you're doing is releasing all the oils, and your hands will smell like rosemary for a couple hours, which isn't so bad.
No.
And we're gonna put it into the shaker. And then this is lemon juice that I squeezed this morning, maple syrup. So we can put those two things in. And then I like a heavy drink, just saying. So I like 2 ounces.
I'm the opposite. I have the tolerance of a toddler.
So then we're gonna do 2 ounces. Here, I'll do it.
Okay.
Of I'll just do one of each for each of us. Of the bourbon.
Cool.
And that's the drink. That's all the ingredients. That's all
awesome.
you do.
Okay.
You're gonna shake it. So you're really just shaking it to bruise the rosemary more and combine the ingredients. But you want to shake it till it gets icy. You can see it already. It's kind of getting icy.
Oh yeah. You can see the condensation.
I already garnished the cup.
Okay.
So you can see like a nice sprig of rosemary, and like just this by itself looks pretty.
Yes.
So when you put like a nice brown drink into it, I've done it at parties where I like have a tray of them, which is really nice.
I'm coming to your parties next time.
There
You have them.
There we go. You can put some ice in there too. And we'll do a big one. There we go. And that's called bourbon with mapled rosemary.
Wow. All right. Cheers, guys. Okay, Beth, I'm ready for drink number 2.
Okay, this is called the Kiss, and this is pomegranate juice.
Okay.
So pomegranate juice has 4 times the antioxidants that red wine and green tea have.
Wow.
It's a little tartar, so I always like to add a little sweetness and a little bulk to it. So this is called the Kiss. Now, again, this is also pomegranate juice is really good. Pomegranates are really good for your throat if you're sick. So this is all antiviral for the flu season.
It's great, yeah.
So we're gonna start again with some ice.
Okay.
So put some ice in there.
Put some ice in the mixer.
Yeah, but we're gonna do tequila this time.
Do you know we're filming this at like 11 o'clock in the morning?
That's okay.
So that's just, that's just how my day is going to go.
Okay, so we're gonna start with 2 ounces of tequila.
Okay.
So let's put that in there. I know sometimes when I'm making drinks for other things that I'm doing, it's like my kids come home from school and they were like, "Mom, are you okay? Why are you napping at 3:30?" I'm like, because I've been drinking since 11. And they were like, "Oh, okay." So we're gonna do, this is just some jalapeno syrup. So jalapeno syrup is made by boiling jalapenos, honey, and a little lime juice, letting it boil, and then letting it sit for an hour and straining it.
Ooh.
So it's a little spicy. I usually put a lot of seeds in it, but I didn't know how spicy you liked it,
Okay.
so it's not that spicy.
I have a high tolerance for
Okay, good.
spice. Not
Okay.
for alcohol, but for spice.
Okay, so it's jalapeno syrup, some lime, and some pomegranate juice.
So just dump it all
Just
in?
dump it all in. Cool. There we go. That's it. And that's the whole drink. So we're gonna shake it up.
Okay.
Again, really simple, really easy ingredients, things you can recognize. Things that people get nervous about cooking and about making drinks or making things themselves because they don't understand what the ingredients are. But
Yeah.
these 3 ingredients, you can really, recognize and know.
Well,
what
you're
doing.
talking to somebody because when I think healthy drink, I
Right.
think vodka and club soda.
And that was the problem because I'm not a hard drinker like that. Like I can't drink a vodka and hard soda, but I can drink one of these.
Yeah.
And it's not, the calorie difference isn't that much, but you are getting the benefits of the good ingredients.
Yes.
And look how gorgeous.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
You know.
And it probably doesn't taste like, you know, it's a
No,
nasty
it doesn't.
taste.
It tastes
just
great.
vodka and
Yeah.
club. This is,
Cheers.
we're just on the islands right now drinking this, right? Wow.
Yes.
Another dangerous one.
Yeah. Well, they're all kind of dangerous because this is how I like to drink, and this is how my partner likes to drink. Because the club soda and a little bit of lime or a little bit of something, like you said, is dangerous. You can drink one or two of those and they hit you really hard. These are dangerous in a different way. You do have other ingredients, but enjoying a cocktail is not just, I think I'm gonna age us. Like at my age, like enjoying a cocktail is not to get drunk. It's to enjoy a cocktail, maybe relax a little bit, and having something like this and knowing that you're not ruining what you did all week. I would say don't ruin what you did at the dinner table on the weekends.
Exactly.
And this is how you don't do it.
Everything in moderation.
Yes.
All right, well, you have one more drink.
I do have one more, and this is my favorite.
Okay.
This is the day drinker. This is really a party pleaser. It's great in an easy pitcher.
Okay.
So you can do everything we're doing in the shaker in a big pitcher, and it works out the same.
Perfect.
And essentially, it's grapefruit juice, lemon, coconut sugar, and sage. Do you use sage? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So,
this is great.
so thinking about the you use when you cook, you can really make them into cocktail as well. So sage, mint, rosemary, thyme, any of those that you like to use, that you really like the flavors, think about how you can pair that with a drink. So a citrus, a sweet, and an alcohol. And that's how most of the book was made.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do, so good, we're gonna put a couple of these lemons. I'm gonna ask you to muddle.
Okay.
So muddling is really smushing.
Mushing, okay.
Smushing all the ingredients, and that's a little coconut sugar, all the ingredients together. So we're gonna do that, and basically you just wanna like get all the juice out
Okay.
of the
I'll
lemons.
try.
So sage has great antioxidants as well. Most of the herbs are full of antioxidants. They're full of vitamin C. They're full of riboflavin, magnesium, all those great things. Again, everything that's whole and good for you is usually good if you're sick.
Yeah, this is
It's just the way it
Flu
works.
busters,
They're
yeah.
all flu busters. They all taste great. They're all great. But the sage is also really good for digestion.
Oh.
So I usually start the evening and the evening with this drink because it's just something you can kind of sip on all night long. Again, we'll see if it can be dangerous.
Okay.
We'll see.
All
That looks
right.
great. So we're gonna put the sage in.
Okay.
This is just straight grapefruit juice that I juiced this morning. And then we're gonna put gin.
Gin.
So this is St. George gin, which I really like this gin because it is a small purveyor. The owner is really fanatical about what goes into his drinks, how they're made, how they're sourced. Locally, he's an amazing gentleman. I'm out in California, so I'm really proud to be able to use his drink. So we're gonna put a couple of ounces of this great gin in there.
Boy. I'm not gonna be able to walk out of here.
Just one more.
Oh, no.
There we go. I'll just put a little bit. Right. and
Might as well.
Okay. Again, we're just gonna shake it up. Oh, we'll put some ice.
Oh,
Yeah, nice in there. I like lots of ice. Sometimes if you like your things really cold or not.
yes.
It
I
works
love
either way.
the colder the better.
Exactly. Sometimes, like a warm drink. I was drinking some wine the other night with my mother-in-law, and I put a piece of ice in it, and she was like, "You don't put ice in wine." I'm like, "But that's not how I like it. I like it a little cold." So just shake this up. Make it nice and cold. And this is the best shaker. I like these kind of shakers because you just pour it out. Trying to get this top off never works well, and always makes you look like you're spastic. So we're not going to use those kinds. These kinds are easy to get. So again, beautiful color. Garnish it with a beautiful piece of sage, a nice piece of grapefruit.
I
There
love
you go. And this
Cheers.
is the day drinker.
Okay. Oh, it's like lemonade.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's, wow. This is excellent.
Lisa Marie, I'm so glad you like them, and thank you so much for having me, letting me share my cocktails with you and with your audience.
You can come by anytime. And where can people find out more about you?
You can find me at Blue Barn Kitchen, so bluebarnkitchen.com, on social media at Beth Nydick, or at Blue Barn Kitchen on all social media. The book is Clean Cocktails, Righteous Recipes for the Modern Mixologist. It's on Amazon. Or actually, I'm proud that I can now say we've had a second print.
Oh, yes.
So it's very exciting, and we're working on our next book.
Great. Well, cheers to that.
Cheers.
And
Thank you.
for everything Garden State, visit us at HIPNewJersey.com.
Hey, it's Kristen Sachs with HIP New Jersey's Real Estate Minute. Have you thought about selling your property to either upgrade or downsize? As a top performing real estate agent, I would recommend that you absolutely take advantage of the seller's market right now. You can capture height of the market values due to lack of inventory. Reach out to your local realtor to prepare you to list your property. We can walk you through a comprehensive guide to prepare you accordingly.
Medieval Times is based upon authentic medieval history and is the true story of a noble family with documentation dating back to the 11th century. Medieval Times began with 2 dinner entertainment complexes located in Majorca and Spain. The first American castle, located in Kissimmee, Florida, opened in December of 1983. Since then, Medieval Times Castles has entertained more than 60 million guests. Now, more than ever before, is it vital to maintain a sound mind, body, and soul to help navigate during these very uncertain times. Today, we'll learn some mindful tips from one of New Jersey's top health practitioners. Sponsored by the Wellness Gala. Hey everyone, I'm Lisa Marie Latino for HIPNewWersey.com. And joining me here today is Deb Peterson. She is the founder of the Wellness Gala. Deb, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for bringing along some of your friends
My pleasure.
here today in the HIP New Jersey studio. It's our first day back since the COVID-19 pandemic. So it's been a pretty jam-packed, exciting day.
Yes.
Tell us, what is the Wellness Gala?
Wellness Gala, we actually do upscale wellness events that bring holistic things and healing to the public. So now we really haven't had any events, so we're just changing that up a bit.
How are you doing so?
A lot of my fantastic practitioners and vendors that participated in the Wellness Gala events are now in a directory so that people can, if they're looking for a specific kind of holistic remedy or practitioner, they can look there. And then we're also starting a public membership, just have everything together so they can access it in one spot. So it's podcasts, it's meditations, it's tips from all these great practitioners that we have.
Well, I know that you brought along one of the people that you can find in the directory,
Yes.
Tracy Nosal.
Yes, oh, love Tracy. She's fantastic. She's a great intuitive. She's actually the Renegade Mentor, which I love that name.
Well, let's meet Tracy and all the wonderful work that she does.
Hey everyone, I'm Alex Lee with HIP New Jersey. Welcome back. And today I'm joined by Tracy Nosal, aka the Renegade Mentor.
Yes.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me today.
That's quite the job title, so I'm gonna just ask you right off the bat what that encompasses, the Renegade Mentor.
The Renegade Mentor title I have chosen because I am a trained healer. I'm a Reiki master, so I have those modalities behind me as well, along with the science degree. So what happens is usually a lot of people come to me around 40 plus because they want to redirect their life and rechange. And all their experiences through life, whether it was good, bad, or indifferent, has created a reaction. And it's a frequency in your auric field that you emit that people will pick up on. So that's why if some people are insanely successful, it's their energy. People can feel them coming into that room.
Oh, yeah.
That all comes from the subconscious because whatever experiences we had, however we chose to react to it, that carries out through your life in a vibrational field. So I help them to uncover their hidden treasures and unlock all of that to open up their energetic channels.
Sounds great. Sign me up.
Yes.
So how does the Reiki tie into that?
The Reiki I study to fine-tune the energy, and what you think and what you feel about is going to charge to you. So your thoughts are very important, and your emotions are even more important.
Yeah.
Because that's what keeps the cycle stuck or keeps you moving forward.
So where can we find you online, your website, and then also on social media?
So any way you need to find me is under renegadementor.com.
This is so wonderful, and I'm so grateful that you joined us today. So for more on Tracy and the Renegade Mentor and everything Garden State, visit www.hipnewjersey.com.
The medieval experience begins as guests enter the 11th century European-style castle. In the Hall of Arms, guests can admire the elaborate medieval decor. There are coats of arms from many prestigious families and a spectacular array of medieval weaponry, as well as the Museum of Torture, which features reproductions of torture instruments used during the medieval ages. As the festivities begin, trumpeters herald the guests into the grand ceremonial arena, where they are seated in one of the 6 color-coded sections corresponding to the colors of one of the daring knights. Serfs and wenches attend to every need of the guests, who feast on a 4-course dinner in true medieval, pre-silverware fashion. The arena quickly fills with the thunder of hooves as the Queen of Arms lends the cast through a spectacular display of equestrian skills and medieval pageantry. The pace quickens as the tournament of games begins. The valiant knights on horseback face their competition in games of skill, such as the ring pierce, flag toss, and javelin throw. The experience culminates as trumpeters summon the Knights of Realm for the tournament royal. Guests join in on the revelry and fun as they cheer their own knight to victory in authentic jousting matches and dangerous sword fights. Following the evening's final show, guests have the opportunity to receive autographs and mingle with cast members in the Hall of Arms. You might recognize our next guest from QVC or HSN. Lisa Ascolese, otherwise known as the Inventress, stopped by the HIP&J studio to talk with our Maria Falzo on bringing product from concept to completion.
Hello, I'm Maria Falzo. Welcome back to HIP New Jersey. Today we are so excited. We are going to be talking to Lisa Ascolese, the Inventress. How are you?
I'm great.
I
Thanks
am
for
so
having
excited
me.
to have you here.
Excited to be here.
She has invented the most amazing products, and I am so excited to talk about some of these products and also the process and how your story. How did we get here?
I've been inventing products since I was 9 years old.
Yeah.
And just coming up with solutions to issues that I was having with using certain things. Not knowing I was an inventor, not ever saying I wanted to be an inventor, but there's solutions.
So tell us about some of the products that you've invented, because I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that probably actually have some of these products. We'd love to see the story behind it.
Sure.
So tell me about these.
Okay, so this is called Luggie's Bow. The Luggie's bows are bows that I designed to identify your luggage.
Right.
I put an ID card inside, which now you can put your email address or your phone number, etc. Comes in 4 different colors and designs.
Very cool.
3 in a pack. This product is called Sit and Fit.
Uh-huh.
So this amazing young man developed this product because he said, I'm turning into a couch potato. I need to work out while I'm sitting down. So you can literally sit down and use this product on the couch and put their stretch bands.
Oh, wow.
So, and bands really are good for your muscle and so forth. So this Sit and Fit was on HSN a couple of weeks ago. It was on 3 times and it sold out every single time.
Amazing. So if somebody has an idea, can they find you to help them get it there? So
I do everything from concept to fruition. So they come to me for a consultation first. They can find me at inventingatoz.com.
And you talked about a nonprofit that you started.
I do.
So tell me about that.
I have a nonprofit called the Association of Women Inventors and Entrepreneurs. We call it AOE. So AOE came from me needing to reach a broader audience. So AOE is a musically inspired conference where lots of women come and they come and speak on my stage to a song that inspires them. So everybody who walks on stage to their favorite song. So it's a conference that it's musically inspired, it's fun, it's exciting.
I love that.
We teach, we motivate, we laugh, we cry, and it's just a space where men and women, but mostly women, come and learn from people who have walk that terrain, whatever the business is.
This is one of my favorite products, and I want to just close out with this.
Okay.
This is genius.
Oh,
Can you tell me about this?
Sure. So this is called Perfect Pockets. Perfect Pockets came along. I was home for 8 hours one day, and I'm looking at all of my lids, my plastic lids, and they're everywhere. And I just said, this is crazy. I'm an inventor. I need to design something to keep them all in one space. So I designed 3 different sizes. They hang 3 different ways. They can go inside of a cabinet, over a hook, and it also has spots for your long spoons that don't necessarily fit into drawers. So this sold on QVC. This sold out in less than 6 minutes. And after that, I put it on HSN and sold for a completely different idea, magazines and everything else.
Oh my gosh.
So pretty cool. Right?
Very cool. Lisa, I am so excited that you're here. This is the Inventress. Check her out. Check out all these amazing things. Obviously, everyone needs one of these in your life. Thank you so much for being here. And
Thanks
I'm
for
gonna be at that
having me.
event, for
You
sure.
have to be there.
Thank you.
Be my guest.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Now it's time to see chivalry in action. Let's meet some of medieval times' royal court. Joining me here is Frank Crupi. He is the marketing associate for Medieval Times Lyndhurst. Talk about what you do here.
So what Medieval Times is is live action theater along with a 4-course meal. It involves horses, queens, knights, joustings, and we actually have a live falcon in flight.
Wow, that's really cool. So the falcon goes through the crowd?
Right over your head.
Oh, that's awesome. So the show runs for how long?
It's about 2 hours, but you could be in the Hall of Arms up to over an hour before the show.
Okay,
where you could get knighted and you could go to the gift
shop. Oh, tell me about that. How do you get knighted?
The Queen will knight you along a throne inside the Hall of Arms to be part of the court.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
Kids must love that.
Love it.
I am here with the Queen, Jessica Shear. Jessica, so nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.
Talk to me about the transformation you had to go through in order to become the Queen.
It's really fun playing a queen. When I come out on this gorgeous Andalusian horse, and it's a wonderful experience.
You do your own stunts?
I don't sword fight.
Okay.
But I do ride a horse. That was one thing that all of the queens did have to learn in preparation for this new role as the queen. The truth of the matter is you never know what a horse is going to do. Mm-hmm. And we have to be prepared for anything, really. So yeah, we have weekly ongoing lessons.
That's awesome.
It's amazing.
I am joined by the head knight of Medieval Times, Kyle Watkins. Kyle, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Okay, so tell me about your role here at Medieval Times.
Well, I'm the head knight. I'm in charge of the whole knight department. I teach the guys how to fight, how to ride, and pretty much build them from the ground up from squires to become knights.
That's so fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
So your day consists of sword fights and horseback riding and...
Pretty much the child's dream, yeah.
Yeah, well, and you've been here for 17 years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is family at this point.
Absolutely, yeah. Medieval Times, and a lot of knights that I know. I'm from a different castle as well. We have all become a giant family all across the United States and Canada now.
What is it like coming out here and doing your thing in front of 1,000 people every night?
It's an absolute joy. It's a lot of fun. The rush of the crowd, the chanting, the screaming. It's an absolute joy to do every day. I mean, it gets a little tiring, but I mean, that's part of the job and that's part of why I love it.
So take me through the experience. When people walk in, what can they expect the second they arrive?
So once you walk in through the doors, you're going to be taken into the 11th century. It's the colors of the castle. Inside, there's the Hall of Arms, the heraldry. It really is a sight to see. It's like a circle here. You start out coming when you're a child doing the educational matinee show. You come when you first turn 21, because we do have 3 main bars, and then you bring your kids when the time's ready.
So talk to me about the new show that features the Queen.
Oh, the new show started a couple years ago. It's a total departure from what we usually did, with the king being the patriarch of the family. Now the queen is in charge. And it adds a different dynamic for our show, which I think the crowd is really responding to really well.
I do think that, we are breaking new ground, having the queen, and she's a strong woman, a great female character.
What's the one thing that you want attendees to get out of every show?
I want them wanting more, if that makes sense. I want them to, enjoy themselves so much that they want to come back and see it again. I want them to be asking, like, why do they do this? How do they do this? And then try to find those answers out from us.
I know you do a lot out of the castle as well in terms of charity events and community involvement. Talk to me about some of those initiatives.
So we're involved in the community. It's our Chivalry in Action program, where we'll visit local food drives and food banks, or we'll do random acts of kindness in our community, whether it's helping out first responders or going to hospitals to give carnations and roses and smiles.
It's a big umbrella. We do a lot of different things all over the world even to help out our fellow communities and our fellow human beings. It's something we're really proud of.
So you're like a knight in real life too?
Oh, kind of.
Well, Kyle, this was great. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you for joining me on another episode of Hip New Jersey. For everything Garden State, visit us at hipnewjersey.com. We'll see you next time.